Hello again. So, I hope you have your chicken and biscuits. We have some old country music playing. One of the other things that I'm going to go into a bit today is I ran into this lady and we got to talking, and she was asking this other guy about if he knew how she could get a job at Church's Chicken. She needed a job fast, and he gave her a bit of advice, and then he had to go. So we got to talking, and so she said that she was gonna go apply there, and then we just started talking about jobs and business and things like that, and um, she mentioned that she used to teach and stuff. So I said, well, why don't you start a tutoring business? And she said, oh, yeah, I've given it a little bit of a thought. And I said, well, go for it. And she said, well, I'm not really sure how to even start it. And I said, well, I used to own a driving school, and I grew up in the hood. I grew up you know, with a predator as a father, and all kinds of things going on, but I was still able to do it. The internet is a game changer, right? God's brilliant mind, he brought in the internet, and Paul Allen and Bill Gates were the ones to execute it in the real world. Um, but it was God's mind that said, there's too many of my children that aren't getting the help that they need. Um, so let me bring this internet to be so that it's a game changer for them. And so what I mean by that is you can get online and you can go to like websites that help me. Obviously Google and about.com, Wikipedia, and also tightwadmarketing.com. Um, those are useful websites. Even I'm on YouTube right now, so obviously YouTube is a helpful website. So what you could do is if you have, like I was telling this lady, if you have a specific knowledge about math, and she said she's noticed that the kids are having difficulty with uh, some of the reading and math. And I said, okay, well, if that's what you know to be true, and uh, you're telling me that there's a market for that, then that's what you need to market. So I told her, I said, you can get a free website, and you can just Google's a game changer, right? Google is the number one search engine online. So you go on to Google and you search in free website, and it'll have templates. Blue is the color for corporations, and it's the trust color. It's the corporate colors, it's the trust color. So you may see some other colors that you personally like, but it may not be suitable in the business world because it doesn't send the right message. So you have you, you have Google, and then you have the customer. This is what I explained to her. So one of the things that you want to do is make sure that the website is functional, that it's user friendly, that it's uh, easy to look at, easy on the eyes, the functionality of it. People don't have a lot of time. They wanna get on your website. They don't want to be all like bombarded with millions and millions of words. They don't want it all flashy. They want to know what you offer and how much, and how can they benefit from your services. It's all about the customer and how you can benefit um, them. Google used to be what I would say a different. I think it's different now on Google, and I've talked about this in one of my previous videos because As far as marketing your company, your small business, um, Google's charging for people to be on the home page, on the first page, pardon me, on Google. And fortunately, I know, and I could prove that I know how to get a company ranked on uh, on the homepage, and I don't have to pay Google an advertising fee because I know I have specialized knowledge in marketing online. If you go to Joanne's Uncontested Divorce Shop and search that in Vancouver, because that's where I was initially offering the service, you'll see that if you're in Vancouver, you can put or anywhere in the world actually, you can put uncontested divorces in BC, and you'll see my company. Uh, there, I previously talked about what happened with that, and that was the lawyers came after me. They didn't want me to facilitate uncontested divorce. They didn't want me, to tell you how to get it done for cheaper. So the judge actually talked about me getting shot in the head as he filed an injunction against that business. So I'm still filing complaints, but I have, after public humiliation and after I have had to make some adjustments um, on my living arrangements for safety reasons, I um, I had to make. I'm still gonna help people with uncontested divorces, but not in British Columbia. It's the only jurisdiction that judge can, make rulings over. So if you need an uncontested divorce done, contact me, and I charge $2.95, and I'll facilitate it. I don't go to court on your behalf. Both of you have to agree to it, and I'm not a lawyer. I don't give legal advice, but I can help you facilitate an uncontested divorce. Um, so back to helping you. If you're in transition and you need to or want to do something else with your life in order to make money. So um, when you search that, it'll prove to you that I know how to get a company online on the first page without paying Google an advertising fee. Um, so one of the ways that you want to do it is make sure that where the person, if you're, let's say that I told this lady, if you're offering a service and um, let's say if you're offering a driving school business in New York City, let's say in Queens, New York, for example, what you would do is you would have, if that's the only area that you're going to offer, that's what you want to say on your website. You have we serve Queens, New York. And Google has a program that will scan your website pages, and it will see where it'll make sure that your content makes sense. It'll make sure that it's current and up to date. It'll make sure that it's relevant to what people are searching for. So it's important to put where you offer services, and make sure that you say it a couple of times on the pages, but not too much that it doesn't make sense, because you're going to confuse the reader, which is your lead. It could be your customer, and Google won't rank it high if you're trying to like sneak your way in there. You can't do that. It's got to make sense. Okay. Um, Another way to advertise is through a very effective way to advertise is through an a direct mail campaign, where you'll have postcards sent to people's mailboxes. It's a very effective form of advertising. That's why people still do it. And I'm going to do consulting. Um, So if you're listening to this and you do want to start a business, if you want to uh, start a new business, or if you want to start, if you have specialized knowledge and you know where there's a need, but you don't want to, like for example, this lady said that she had, I think she said she had a teaching degree, if I'm not mistaken. Um, so, uh, but for whatever reason, she's not teaching in the classroom at a school, and sometimes people just don't want to do it anymore, and they want to start their own business. So the point I'm making is that you could, she could take the knowledge that she has, and she doesn't. It's not the only way to make money from the knowledge that she has, like by working at a school. She could start a tutoring company and have her own business and work towards hiring staff that's certified to also tutor. I owned my own driving school up in Vancouver, and it was very successful. And there's a story with that. There's always a story. A businesswoman in Vancouver. Yeah, there's always a story in Canada. There's so much corruption in there. I don't even know where to start with. It's a nightmare. Um, they can't stand it. They cannot stand to see a woman make it. That's why everybody around the world wants to get to the States, right? The States, they want you to make it. Even Heidi Klum said that. The States want you to make it. And they understand that other people will benefit. I mean, you give jobs, you support other businesses. I mean, there were so many people making money when I made money, right? You got my account, you got um, my bookkeeper, you have the guy. I mean, with the driving school, there was a lot of fuel that we went through in a month. I supported. Uh, um, oh wow. Oh, okay, let me go on. The marketing, pardon me, the design company that, well, they put my first website together. Uh, wow. Then we got the print shop that printed my flyers. Then there was the postal service that I used to mail out my postcards. A lot of people were making money. A lot of people. And it was a driving school business. So there must be something that happened for that not to be happening anymore. You know, something very, very serious and scary that happened to me that I had to stop doing that. And it was in the name of money. And it was very evil. And maybe in time, when we're in a safer position and more protection in place, I'll go into that further. But when you're making money in this world, you gotta know who your competitors are and know who's gonna get off on trying to bring you down. You know, it is a perilous fight, and there's a lot of pockets, a lot of areas in this world where there's a lot of corruption, and Canada is one of them. It's the best kept secret up there. It's coming out more though, and the internet's helping with that. But it's bad. It's really bad up there. And I'm still a Canadian citizen, and I, have family and loved ones, and it's bad. I have to stop because if it goes too long, then I can't upload it.